How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? I had just did so much absorbing and learning, and I actually don't have a ton of time to record my thoughts. And I'm just gonna kind of go. I'm gonna kind of flow. I'm gonna see how this goes. I just listened to a really cool, like I listened to a Jim Carrey speech to start. I listened to a Robin Williams speech after that. And then I just listened to these two guys. It's like from the book, The Courage to Be Disliked by Kishimi and Koga. And that, you know, it's basically like that our unhappiness stems from the like idea that we need approval from others. So according to them, our emotions and happiness are shaped by the goals we set, particularly in our interpersonal relationships. When we seek to be perceived positively by others, we become slaves to their expectations, which harms our freedom. True happiness lies in the courage to live according to our own values without fearing being disliked. By letting go of the constant pursuit of recognition, we can focus on the positive impact we have on others, leading to authentic and lasting happiness. I don't know why this spoke to me so much. I mean, enough that it makes me want to jump on and like give my thoughts on it. But I feel like this is what I've been trying to achieve. I've been trying to attain this feeling of understanding, why am I doing what I'm doing? Why does anyone do what they want to do? And understanding like that our minds, brains, like that seeking for approval concept started when we were kids, like young kids. It goes back to that concept that I talked about in the podcast last time about like performing. Like we're always having to perform, and how we as parents are the ones who encourage them to like perform and achieve and do well. It's like we only celebrate things that they do instead of the way that they are and who they're being. And it's interesting because I see all these videos about like none of school doesn't translate into success, right? School helps people conform to society. I find that to be so interesting. As a public high school teacher, I'm super aware, but my class is different because I tell them, like, I don't care about your grades. I care about who you are as a person. I say that to them all the time. I care about them finding their purpose. I care about them reaching their goals, not what I say, what I do, even like what the whole school does. And I'm sure that's like frowned upon, but I really don't care. I'm speaking my truth. I'm speaking how I feel. And I think that's a huge miss by society because we're not tapping into these kids' full potential. We're conforming them to work 9 to 5 jobs and live other people's dreams because we all know most successful people were terrible in school, got D's and F's and failed out, didn't finish because they didn't like being told what to do. They had the mind of their own and they had thoughts of their own. And the most successful kids in my class are the ones who also, I know for a fact, feel different and don't want to do the work. And I can't blame them. I'm thinking about like report card time coming up, and I have 2 preschoolers, so not a report card yet, but I have a first grader. And last year was our first year where she got a report card. I don't know. It was an ease, but they just changed it. So her report card's coming out on Friday. And so I'm super curious to see how they grade people and how we are going to react to her because I don't want to tell her, I don't want to celebrate straight A's and be like, great. And then have her strive to please us. I want, I almost want her to not get straight A's because that's when I know that she's got something special. I don't want her to conform to what the educational system wants her to be. Like, this is really weird to say, but I'm just now realizing like that's like a sign of just swimming with everybody else, being a fish, swimming with like not swimming upstream. I want someone, I want my daughters to be their own people, create their own lives, and not shoot for achievement, like and recognition from me or from their teacher. But it's really hard when that's all that we do is we give kids like achievement badges, like they get recognized for like, I love the recognition for doing good things, like people who are doing things like being kind to their peers. I don't love people who are, they're the best in math or science because it's like, what does that even mean? Or how does that translate? And like, what are we teaching our kids? Is that you have to be this high achiever to get recognized and be, your parents are proud of you. And I think it's like the parents' fault too, because this is all we know. Like as young kids, we only know like what our parents did to us. And I know for a fact that's why I'm a people pleaser and a high achiever, is because I thought that was the only way. Anyone paid attention to me. It didn't matter if I just sat there. Like I had to be doing something to give my life purpose and give my life approval. And I find that to be super interesting. Kind of back to this podcast, like I said, back when I was doing this in April, I was walking and talking and I was like, I think I had a baby in a stroller. And I was like, this is phenomenal. And I was on a walk and I just felt free. It felt good. And I said, there should be an app that like we can just word vomit, right? Like where we can just get our vlog out, our journal, and the vlog being like just our diary, our journal, our thoughts, and like without judgment. Because that like for us is how we kind of figure out our thoughts. Like that is how we like not figure out, but like digest what we're feeling and like what we're doing. And I think that is like super important. And so I think like if there was an app where it's like literally just your own feed and your own diary and you can see your own growth, you're not comparing yourselves to others. You're not like putting yourself out there for the world to judge. I ended up obviously just posting on YouTube and doing YouTube shorts, but I chose YouTube because I didn't want my friends and family to see this. Like I wanted to do this for me. I had 0 followers. I had no account and I still don't have followers, but that's not the goal. The goal is for me to have a space to get this out. I don't really know. I mean, I can just save a bunch in my phone and that's what I was doing. Then I was like, you know what? Maybe because deep down, what brings me happiness is helping other people. I said, maybe I could help somebody else if they heard my story. I'm also a huge believer right now that I think this generation, this world, we're going to go to the direction of people like wanting more authentic and real connections. People want that personal brand. People, the companies that they build are great, but people want to see the lives of humans. People want to see how humans are living because I think there's such this like robot to human like era with everything AI and everything, everybody's talking about that. So I think like that's something to be cognizant about too. If you're somebody who's like, I feel like I want to do that, then do it. Like, it doesn't matter what other people think. It doesn't matter as long as you, and I got flack for this in a video I did. Somebody was like, don't say be yourself because what if yourself is a murder? Okay, yeah, obviously you don't be yourself if you're a bad person. I'm talking about if you have the end goal of making the world a better place and being a really good person and giving your best to the world, why wouldn't you show that? Why wouldn't you want to do good on the world? Why wouldn't we want to make the world a better place? That is ludicrous to think that we have hundreds and millions of good people out there who aren't like, I think the online world needs the most help because they are the ones who are comparing the most. They're the ones who are also seeking the validation. I think the people who are the most unhappy are the ones who are leaving those negative comments because they're just looking to connect with someone in some way. I don't know how they think that leaving a negative comment, at least it opens up a conversation for them to have with someone. That might be the only conversation they have all day long. That's where it gets sad. And we need to help those people by putting good stuff and good people online, right? Like I am someone who really doesn't need another job, right? Like I am living, I'm thriving, I'm feeling my best I've ever felt. And it's simply because I just woke up. I don't have a mansion. I don't have a gazillion dollars. I have a husband who supports me. I have 3 beautiful daughters who I would do anything for. I'm now doing something that I love, which is getting the fulfillment in other categories of my life because I'm taking care of myself in the morning. I'm doing this at waking up at 4:33. I moved it up a little bit because I'm taking my time in the morning, and I'm down here by like right before 5. I'm on this treadmill. Fine. It's now 6:12, which is again, she woke up around 6. Like I think it's worth your time. If you have a gift, you have something good to give. If you are still seeking happiness, it's not from anything else. It's not going to come from cars and clothes and that type of thing. It's going to come from experiences. It's going to come from experiences within yourself. You have to have this wake up for you to say, holy crap, like everything I've ever wanted is right here. I believe that everybody has the chance to be happy. Everybody has the choice to be happy. You're going to have really bad things happen to you your whole life. You're going to have really great things happen to you your whole life. But that shouldn't change who you are, right? It happened. It's a moment. It's an experience. That's awesome. Live it, feel it, experience it. But you are still the one waking up in your body, in your brain every single day, right? In this human form that we take for granted. Like there's so much that we could experience in these, I guess, human bodies that we don't really stop to think about, like, what is the point of life? What are we on the pursuit of happiness? Are we making a positive impact? Because for some of us, which is me, feeling good is helping others. And I don't know if anyone else feels that. I don't know if I'm different, but I feel like there's a lot of people. I watch a lot of videos on YouTube in the morning to get my mind right. And I see there's so much good out there. And there's people that want to help people. That's the whole point. That's the whole reason there are people like who write books, who do podcasts, who do guest speaking, who are teachers and mentors. They enjoy their happiness comes from helping others. It has nothing to do with seeking approval. Be done with being approved by people and naysayers and haters that don't matter to your life. And don't let those people who are filling your cup, the positive side, determine your life. Don't let that go to your head. We're like, well, I have to perform. All these people are loving me. I've got to go on stage. I've got to make all this money. I've got to do, right? Don't get caught up in that cycle either, right? You're going to have the haters and they're going to like telling you, you should stop. This is embarrassing. You should not do your podcast. Okay. You could listen to them and then you could stop. Close it down. Cut it down. I'm done. Man, 21, decided to tell me to stop. Don't listen to Jenny, 22, who's saying, you're crushing it. You should go on to New York City and speak and write a book. Like, because you can't just close up shop and be like, yep, this is what I need to do too. Unless it feels right for you on either side. Unless you believe you shouldn't be doing the podcast, then stop the podcast. Unless you believe that you should take that podcast to the next level, then do that. But don't let these external people, reactions, experiences determine your happiness. Because if you go that direction, you're going to get caught in the rat race and you're not going to be doing it for the right reasons because you're doing it for the approval and seeking of others, like wanting to love you and, that recognition that you want. That's like a dark place to go down. And if you close up shop because someone said to, then you're never going to know your full potential. You're going to always wonder, I wonder what would have happened if I stuck with it. I wonder what would have happened if I went for it. Two sides, two extremes, right? Kind of interesting way to think about it. Yeah, that's my lesson today. I got to go make lunches and breakfast, but thank you for being here. And I can't wait to see what this day has in store. Happy Thursday, everybody. It's my dog's birthday too. He's 9. So happy birthday to Bogey.